Was the scariest person you know and why? Growing up, my grandpa was a kind figure to me, like a big old teddy bear. However, one day his neighbor crossed the line, and instead of a teddy bear I saw the man who stormed Omaha Beach on D-Day. It was terrifying. A couple of years ago, my grandparents had some really unpleasant neighbors. They were loud at all hours, trash was all over their yard, they were arguing with everyone on the street, absolute nuisances. It was a married couple named Terry and Evelyn, and their adult son Liam. The wife would argue with anyone about anything, and the husband would physically intimidate anyone who dared to speak up. The son, well, they weren't sure about him, but it wasn't looking good. He had been in and out of the county jail more than a few times. Their house reflected the tenants. It looked awful, sagging, dilapidated, loose beams, peeling paint, you name it. Nothing was ever done about it, all thanks to the slumlord who rented it out. He was a real piece of work. It all came to a head one night when my grandparents got home to find their back door smashed in, and some of my grandpa's guitars missing. Now, Grandpa loves his music and has been singing and playing his whole life. Those guitars weren't just memorable to him, they were also pretty expensive. They went to the police, and after some digging, they found out that the guitars had been sold at a pawn shop by the son. They couldn't get the guitars back, unfortunately, but the guitars were insured, so there was at least some compensation. Because the guitars were so expensive, the theft was a felony, and the son ended up in jail. Again. After that, the neighbors would harass my grandparents nonstop from their porch or through the fence, making it hard for them to even sit outside. This leads up to the day when it happened. I was visiting my grandparents with my mother, and we were all outside on the porch listening to my grandpa sing. That's when Terry and Evelyn showed up. They started cursing at us, calling my grandparents names, and were clearly drunk. But then Terry said something about my mother. It was so gross I don't even want to repeat it. When he said it, my grandpa's mood immediately switched. He had always represented warmth in my mind, but in that moment, his demeanor was cold as ice. I was immediately uncomfortable. My grandpa said in an even voice, "Terry, you best
scan the QR code to download TikTok. The subsequent story endings are explosive and full of hidden surprises waiting for you. You can also get rewards by creating a new account.